Baldwin would be willing to pay to keep something like this a secret.
Forget it.
What?
Hey, you want to blackmail this guy? Fine. But don't drag Maxie into it.
This was my idea. You can't cut me out of it.
Maxie, this is not a game. You blackmail this guy Baldwin, and if you push him, he might push you back.
That's fine. We let Scott think he's being blackmailed by someone else, someone he would never want to hurt.
You have someone in mind?
Lulu Spencer. Not only is she a little brat that needs to be taken down a peg or two, but she's Laura's daughter.
Why does that matter?
Scott's been in love with Laura for most of his life.
Right. So in love, he let Laura take the rap for murder. Nice guy. You are just a wealth of information, aren't you?
Well, I am the police commissioner's daughter, which means I hear a bunch of stuff I'm not supposed to.
Well, I like your style. Enlighten me further.
Okay. Here's the official story. Laura was about to remarry her ex-husband, Luke, so she goes into my family's attic to get her wedding dress. While she's up there, she gets hit with a ton of memories about killing some woman she caught getting busy with her stepfather, Rick Weber, in the attic years before. Laura freaks out. I mean, I wasn't there, but that's a safe assumption. And who should walk in but Rick Weber himself? Laura's obviously upset, so he tries to talk to her, but words are not enough, so he pulls out a needle. Did I mention Rick Weber was a doctor? He tries to dose her. Laura flips into next week because she thinks Rick's trying to kill her, so she picks up a candlestick and pow, hits him right over the head.
Wait, all right. The blackmail would be based upon the theory that Scott Baldwin killed Weber.
I told you, that's the official story. What really must have happened is that Scott was there too. I mean, he had to have followed Laura. I would not put stalker behavior past that man. I mean, he walks in on the struggle, gets in the middle of the fight, and kills Rick Weber, accidentally or on purpose.
Baldwin's just got to be choking on guilt. I mean, he leaves the woman he loves alone to take the rap for murder. The guy completely deserves to pay.
Hey, whoa. Watch out with that now.
Okay, not that you're a talkaholic by any stretch, but you've been especially quiet since Logan left, and I can't help but think that you think I'm an awful person for suggesting that we blackmail Scott Baldwin. Now, I don't need to tell you that we live in a material world, and I understand that money does not buy happiness, but sometimes it's nice to have a few nice things when you're feeling empty.
I don't know Scott Baldwin. Don't much care what happens to him. All right, maybe he deserves payback. But the person I'm worried about is you.
Why?
All right, now, don't get me wrong. Logan is a great buddy, and I trust him with my life. But he is quick to see an angle and quick to work it.
Well, no. You're gonna have to give me an example.
All right, Iraq. You know, basically a place where nobody has anything anymore. All right, there's a booming black market for you name it. Guess who was right in the middle?
Sounds like Logan was enterprising, and you have to give him props for that, right?
Logan just doesn't want to get rich. He's wired by anger about something.
I would imagine war could do that to a person.
All right, Logan was an amazing soldier. You know, he should have made corporal, even sergeant. But you don't get promoted for punching out superiors.
So you're saying Logan is an edgy bad boy? Aw, Coop. Are you worried I'm gonna end up more attracted to him than you?
I don't think you know how much trouble he could be.
Excuse me. My name's Amelia Jaffe. I'm a news reporter.
Yeah, you were doing an interview with Sam McCall. We saw.
Well, I love a man who's well informed. I'm in the process of following up. Were either of you here for the hostage crisis?
I was.
So was Maxie Jones.
You're a good camera candy. Any chance you were around?
It happened before I got to town.
Pity. I think you could spare a few moments later.
I could probably make myself available.
Excellent. I'll check back with you.
Okay.
Care if I ask you a few questions?
Sure.
I'm following up on a story my show is doing on Sam McCall and the hostage situation.
Well, I was separated from the group for most of it, but Sam was definitely brave, and the leader guy, Mr. Craig, he was seriously scary.
I detect a spark of admiration for Ms. McCall.
Well, Sam was a hero, but I would also consider her a friend.
Oh, then you're the perfect person to talk to. What else can you tell me about Sam?
Excuse me? Amelia? Why are you here poking around in my life?
Give my tenacity. It's the producer's curse. I just happen to think that you deserve a little more exposure.
Grab your 15 minutes and go with it. I would. She actually called you camera candy. Can you believe that? I mean, you know what that means, right? It's like TV lingo for hot.
I'm glad you're amused.
Aren't you?
No. Big guy over there thinks he knows me from somewhere.
You need to relax, okay? We were in the vault for most of the hostage crisis. Besides, you were wearing a ski mask. There's no way Max would recognize you.
I've been thinking about how innocent people get caught up in things that they never counted on. Like armed robbery, war.
Blackmail. You're funny.
How so?
Well, you helped some international psycho hold a lobby full of people hostage, and you have a problem with my teeny little plan to squeeze some cash out of Scott Baldwin and blame it on Lulu. Well, let me put your mind at ease. Lulu's no innocent. She's been a real bitch to me, and she's not in any trouble from Scott. And as for Logan, I've never been afraid of a few sharp edges, especially not when I have a hunky piece of camera candy who's watching over me.
Sorry if I overreacted. Training habits die hard, especially the kind that save your life. I didn't scare you, did I?
I've never felt safer in my life. Quitting time.
Oh, not a moment too soon. I don't like the way Max is staring at me.
Okay, don't go looking for trouble. There's no way Max recognizes you. The only person here who knows how we really met is me. And by the way, I'm really glad we did.
The guy just started working security. He did time in Iraq, and he claims to be new in town. There's just something familiar about him.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. I'll do a background check. See what I can find.
All right, thanks.
On the next General Hospital.
I'll call you on Monday. Yes.
Lulu was fine until you showed up.
Hi, Luke.
Oh. You're looking for me?
Yeah, I will be going out to dinner with Sonny.
You're upset about something? You want to tell me about it?